Hello everyone. So today we are going to start the workshop now. So before starting our classwork, today's classwork, just make sure that everyone can see me and hear me clearly. So I'll stop the screen share for now. So make sure that you can see me and hear me clearly. Just raise your hands if you can see me and hear me clearly. So I guess everything's fine for now. Yeah. Okay. So you can put down your hands. So today we are going to do the continuation of what we have done already. So today we are going to step on to the most important part. So I said you last class as well. The last class was just to set the background of what we have already done, just to give the beginning of HTML, just to start HTML. But today's class is where we get on to what HTML is. So we learn the basics, the introduction of what we have already done. So next we step on to HTML, the structure of HTML. We learn tags, we learn elements, we learn attributes, and we code. Literally, we use HTML to code today. So at the end of the today's workshop, so we have the final workshop. So we'll inform the date soon. So I have already fixed the date. So I'll inform that through a message. So after confirmation, so within this class, I am going to hopefully cover a huge portion of HTML. So the next class, the final workshop will be mainly focused on questions, and we'll do a part as well. So we'll do a question, a theory part on that day as well. But it will be mainly focusing on the questions. So O level past paper questions. So before starting, we are going to just set the background of what we have already done. So let me share the screen, and so let's get into work. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so today, now we are going to start with the classwork. So what and where have we stopped? What have we discussed already? So HTML. This was our topic. HTML. So let me pin them. So HTML, this was our topic. So under HTML, we learn few things. So I'm going to just summarize and give you a small idea if you have already forgotten. So you don't forget, we did it last, I guess, 3 days before. So we learned few basic things. That HTML is not case sensitive. So HTML is not case sensitive. This is equal to like HTML. So this is there's no issue with this. So this is also equal to HTML. So this is same. There's the first point is that HTML is not case sensitive. So the next point is what? HTML has what? Angle brackets. So what is this denoted? What does this helps us identify? The angles brackets. The angle brackets are used to what? Angle brackets are used to identify a tag. A tag. This is used to identify a tag. Okay. So this angle bracket and one that I'm going to draw now has a small difference. So this angle bracket has a small difference. This and this has a small difference. So it's true that both of them are tags. So let me drag that part. So it's true that both of them are tags, but this is different when compared to this. So what's the difference? If you can remember, just drop me a message. So what's the difference between both of them? The first one and the second one that I have drawn. Just drop me a message if you can remember. So we have already discussed. So this tag and this angle bracket are both different. Yeah, correct. So this is the opening tag. The first one is the opening tag, and the next one is the closing tag. So this is open, and this is the close. Okay, this one is the opening tag, and this one is the closing tag. So a tag which consists of opening and closing tag is called as a tag. Okay, but there are tags which has only the opening tag. So there are tags which only has an opening, but there's no closing tag for several tags. So those tags are called as empty tags. Empty tags. So I'll give some examples. For example, I showed you BR. So you no need to know what this is now. So we'll learn that in detail today. Okay. So we'll learn that. So BR tag is an important tag. So no, not paragraph, HR, this tag. So IMG tag, image tags. So these tags are empty tags. Why are they empty tags? They does not have a closing tag. There's no closing tag. The reason we call it as an empty tag is it's just opening. So BR is like this, but there's nothing like this. There's nothing like this. So better to make sure that your mics are muted. So okay, we have BR tag opening, but we don't have something like this. There's nothing like this. Same with HR. There's nothing like this. Closing HR, there's nothing like this. Okay, so this is something to know. So now these are the basic things we already know. These are the basic things we already know. So other than this, we learn few more things. That we learn few things like this. So we learn that what HTML. There are few important things when learning the language. So when we come to the HTML coding language, there are few things to know before you start coding. So they are called as tags, attributes, and elements. So without clearly knowing what these three are, you can't what? You can't study HTML properly. Without knowing what these three are, you can't study HTML. That's the truth. You can't code with HTML without knowing what these three are. So it is important to know each and every detail regarding tags, attributes, and elements. So are they that hard to understand, or are they that hard to keep in mind? No, that's not that hard. Okay, so it's easy. Those are the basics of HTML. Okay, so tags, attributes, and elements. We have already discussed what they are in the last session. So today what I am going to do is I'm going to just give you a small idea, not a small idea. I'm going to revise the whole part. That's it. So under HTML, so I'll come from the beginning. So under HTML, we learn few things. I mean the rules of HTML. So first one is HTML is not case sensitive. HTML is not case sensitive. That's something we have to keep in our mind. Whether it's capital or simple, it doesn't matter. So the next one is it has in HTML most of the tags have opening and closing tags. Most of the tags have opening and closing tags. While there are some tags which does not have a closing tag. There are some tags that does not have a closing tag. So we name them as empty tags. So we have named those tags as empty tags. Empty tags are the tags which does not have a closing tag. So examples for empty tags are, so these are examples. So examples for empty tags are BR tag. So that's break, IMG tag, HR tag. So those are examples for empty tags. So under HTML, there are three main components that we have to know. The first one is called as tags. The next is attributes. Next is elements. So these three we didn't discuss yet. We'll discuss. So without knowing these three clearly, you can't code with HTML. So we need to know what tags are, what attributes are, and what elements are. So did you guys understand? So just forget about tags, attributes, and elements. So did you guys understand these these 3 points? Did you guys understand them? So if you understood them clearly, drop me a message. You means understood. So I need everyone's response. Yeah. So you guys say that you understood that part. So that's fine. So these are basic things. So we'll keep them as they are, and so we'll move the move aside. So now we come to the next part. What is the next part? Under HTML, we have three main important parts. So we'll use these arrows. So it will be fine. So first one is elements. So I'll make it as tags. So we'll have tags. So in your textbook, it will be elements, I guess, tags. So my handwriting is not that neat. Attributes and elements. So without understanding these three concepts clearly, if you didn't understand these three concepts clearly, you can't code properly in HTML. You can code, but if you want to be a master in HTML, or if you want to have a deep knowledge regarding HTML, you have to have a clear idea of these three concepts. So we are going to slowly learn them one by one. So it is a must to know what they are clearly. Okay, so before coding. So I need your full attention on this. So already I have explained this, but I have to explain once again. So I need your full attention. So that's what I need. So first of all, what we are going to learn is tags. So first thing that we are going to learn is tags. So tags are simple. Simply we can describe tags as the element that we have within the angle brackets. So there are two types of tags. This is called the open tag and this is called the closing tag. So when it comes to HTML, just listen to me. Huh? So when it comes to HTML, I can't give you definition of tag. Why? Why can't I give you a correct definition of tag? So there are, if you search for Google, if you search in Google, you may find a proper definition for tags. So I'm not going to look to that, and I'm not going to explain you the definitions. Why am I not going to do like that? The reason is this lesson is a practical lesson. Even your question, the O levels, they are going to test your question giving you a practical scenario. So this question will be a full practical lesson. This lesson will be a full and full practical lesson. So it is a must. It is a must that you have to know the practical part, not the theory part. So I am going to teach you only the important theory parts and I am going to complete the whole practical part. Did you get that? So without understanding that, so even you have a good knowledge with theory in HTML, it doesn't matter because the what matters in your exam is in finally what matters is the practical knowledge that you have. Then only you can answer that question. So that's it. So under tags, there are two kinds of tags: open tags and closed tags. And there are few tags that does not have a closing tag. We call them as empty tags. Empty text means what? There's no closing tag. There's no closing tag. So I did not read like this. So next, so that's all that we have to learn with what tags. So that's it. So knowing them is enough. So next, so tags is enough. So attributes. So attributes are like what? Attributes are like what? So I don't know English that much. So I know English. So I don't know the grammar parts that much. So okay. So in attributes I have to tell you like, so it is easy when comparing with English. So I'll tell you. So there are something like, so we'll, for example, we'll consider a element called flower. So we are going to extract the element. Flower is our element. What is the element? Flower. Okay. So now can you tell me with the meaning of the word attribute, can you tell me few attributes? Can you explain me few attributes of the flower? So generally, in general, flowers are what? Soft, right? Soft. It has a pleasant smell. Smells good. Smells good. So it is what? It has a color. So we'll, for example, now we'll consider a pink one. Pink. So it's a pink flower. So these are what we call as attributes. These are directly what we call as attributes in HTML as well as in English. So both it's the same. So when we consider an element called flower, these are the attributes. So we can specify them as the attributes. So we'll now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase the whole stuff. So instead of the flower, we are going to come to the practical part. So flower was a just a example. So we are coming to the real part. So example that we are going to take is the font. We are going to take it as a font. So font is the element. So font is the element. The element that we are going to use here is the fonts. You know what fonts are, right? So whatever I am writing here is my handwriting. So there are fonts. So these are also font. So under the element font, can you name some attributes? Maybe the font size. I told you one. So next, what? I need you to answer. So I need your response. So whatever you send me is what I write. Okay. Color. Yeah. So one thing. So okay, with the color, I have to tell something. Okay. Next, you can give me. You can give me. Yeah, font design. So instead of the design, I'm going to use the word called style. So in HTML, okay. Regarding both of these, I have to say something. Okay, I'll put some marks. Huh? Okay. So tell me some more. So you gave me two. I need some more. I need few more. Okay, fine. So this is enough. Just assume that this is enough. There are more. There are more. So that doesn't matter that. Okay. With color and size, I have to say something. So can you note how I have written color? So this is how you write color, right? COLOUR. So a student send me this. So I wrote what you sent, right? So this is how you send me color. So is this correct? Yeah, it's correct. That's true. It's correct. In what? It's correct according to English. So according to English, this is correct. But when you come to IT or HTML, the spellings that we use is COLOR. So this is what you use, color. This is color. So this you are not that much familiar with this. So what I have noticed is even when I was in your grades, so most of the time when I code, so in schools we have practicals, right? So when I code in HTML, the most of the time I misplace this. So instead of typing like this, I type like this. So what happens is I check again and again. So when I checking, I feel like my code is correct. So whatever I typed is correct. So while checking, I can't find a mistake. The mistake is this, the U. So generally, if you are good in typing fast, so you don't notice the spelling that U. If you are typing fast, you don't notice that. So you have to keep this in your mind. Even in your O levels, you don't make this mistake because they give you the code and you fill in the blank. So that doesn't happen in O levels, but in a term test, maybe you make mistake. And one more thing is style. So you gave me the word design. So this is what you gave me. Style is a synonym. So, but in HTML, the term that we use to denote the design or the style is called the face. We call it the face, font face. So instead of the instead of color, it's a color. There's no word difference. Instead of the size, it's the same, the size. But when it comes to style, instead of the word style, we use the term font face. Okay, keep that in your mind. So font face. So these does not affect your marks even if you forget them, because so it in all levels they give you the code. So you have to only understand the practical side. That's what you need. So okay. However, I'll write face. So this is what we call as attributes. Did you understand attributes now? So under an element, what we have are called as attributes. So did you understand elements and attributes together now? You must have understood elements. So if you want few more, I can write examples for elements. So under elements, I'll write few more. So font is a element. So image. So these are not. Okay, I'll give you. Yeah, P for paragraph. This is element P. Uh, Next is paragraph is element. So there are few more elements. So if you want, you can have hyperlinks, you can have images, you can add them. So we learn. So in general, if you have a small idea, it's enough for now. So having this kind of idea is more than enough. So did you understand whatever I have written in the board? So that's the general idea of what? Tags, attributes, and elements. So now next what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a combination out of them. So before that, before bringing that, I need you to know whether you understood this concept properly. So if you understood this properly, just drop me a message. You. So I want everyone's response. Okay. So I got two responses. So just three. Okay. So you understood that. So with this, we have one more part to learn. So we are going to learn the combination of what? Three of them. Combination of what? Tags, attributes, and elements together. So we are going to combine them together and we are going to write it as an example. So we'll open that. So whatever we start is from a tag. So while learning, while doing the practical parts, however, you are going to get familiar. At first, you will have some confusions. So we'll go slowly. Yeah? So we are going to open the what? Angle bracket. What is this? This is an angle bracket. So we are going to open the angle bracket. So the tag is font. The tag is font. Okay. So font equals. We are going to put what? A comma. We are going to put a comma. And we are going to write size equal 10. Next, we are going to put a comma down. Next, what we are going to include is color. Color equal what? For example, we'll go with gold. So gold is available. Huh? So whether this G is capital or simple, it doesn't matter. Here the font, if it is F capital or simple, it doesn't matter. But as a what? As a so as something it's like a culture. So we that's a and it's like regulation. It's not a rule, it's a regulation. So we use simple letters mostly. You can use capital, that doesn't affect your code, doesn't affect anything. But as a regulation, what we use is uh, simple letters. So keep that in your mind. So I'm going to move this. So font equal, size equal, color equal this. Okay. Now we are going to close this. So what is the font that we are going to have? What is the font? Maybe. So I'll write our class name. ICT made easy. So we'll go to the next slide. I wrote everything in capital. Okay. So now I'm going to open the closing tag for fonts. Okay. So did you understand this code properly? If you understood, what will be the output? Give me a description. First of all, let me know. Just put a U if you understood the code. What is conveyed through this? If you understood what is conveyed through this. Okay. Yeah. I mean you so most of you guys understood. Fine. So now what I want is you have to give me the output. So you have to describe the output. You can't give me the output, right? You have to describe how the output of this code will be. Okay. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Huh? It will take some time. So you can take your time. Tell me how the output will look like. Okay. So just drop me a message faster. Make it fast. Yeah. Okay. I got one. I'll read it loud. So the sentence ICT made easy will be converted with a font size 10 and with color gold. Correct. So it will be in size 10 and color gold. Yeah, correct. So I got one more response telling color gold and size 10. So it will display. The output of this will be like ICT made easy. So it will be in one line. Huh? So this will be the output. Imagine that this is size 10. What is this? Size 10. Size 10 and color will be this. Yeah, fine. So yeah, okay. So this will be the output. So without writing the output, just like in what in a physical class, without writing. So we'll move on to what? So we'll move on to advantage that we gain through a online class. So what is the first advantage that we are going to get? We get is we can do whatever we like through the computer. Physical class, you most of the physical classes don't have that. So this is where we stopped last week. Can you remember? Can anyone of you remember? So we started from doc type HTML writing. So regarding this format, I didn't explain that much. So I'll explain it to you after this. Huh? Just imagine for now, have in your mind, we are writing everything inside the body. Just have it in your mind. So that's it. So what did I say? We are going to open a tag called what? Font. Okay. Font opened, font closed. Is it okay now? Okay. So these are advantages you get through Sublime. Huh? So Sublime is a text editor. So font open, font closed. So within the font opening tag, what am I going to write? I'm going to put an equal sign. Is it correct? Is it correct? Give me a second. Huh? Just give me 1 second. Okay. Font. Sorry, not a equal sign. That's what I waited. So font, when you give a space after font, wait. So, okay, became more full screen. Give me a second. Why is it locked? Give me a second. I just became. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so now okay. So font tag is open now. So after font tag, what are we going to do? We are going to keep a space. What is the attribute? Can you see a here? A, simple a here. So these are attributes. So what were the attributes that we discussed? Color, face, and size. These three are the attributes that we discussed. So what were the attributes that we discussed? Color, face, and size. So what else do we have here? We have access key, class, hidden, ID. So these are more complex ones. So we'll go with the basics one. First one I'm going to give is color. Okay. So while the second I entered color, as I'm using Sublime, automatically a equal sign came, and what we call this is inverted comma, right? Inverted comma came. So within the inverted comma, we are going to give the what color gold. So as we discussed. So next one, what we are going to give? We are going to give a space. Next is going to be size. What is the size that we are going to give? 10. Okay. Now what are we going to do? We are going to save this and we are going to reload this page. So if we save this and reload this page, what should appear? There nothing will appear. Why? We didn't give something to appear. We have to include something within the font, right? So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste this. Okay, done. Now I'm going to save this. So saving means I'm going to enter CTRL-S. So or else you can go to file and save CTRL-S. I'm going to save that. I'm going to reload here. So what you saw was ICT made easy in what? In what? You saw ICT made easy in size 10 and color gold. So that is what this is how we practically code. This is basics of code. Did you understand? Did you understand coding? This is not Python or Java's coding. So this is not programming. This is HTML, web designing. Huh? This is what you call as web designing. So under web designing, you know how much annually they earn. In annually, a person who's working under web designing, he earns more than for hour. I guess he earns more than $100. He earns more than $100 for an hour. What is $100? $100 is equal to 30,000. $100 is equal to what? 30,000. So these are the advantages of learning ICT. Yeah? So if you are good, if you are good in what? If you are good in what? IT, if you continue your field in IT, there are more ways you can earn. Huh? There are lots of ways. So as this is in a single line, I'm going to put it down. So for that, what is the element that I'm going to use? What is the tag I'm going to use? BR. I told you this. BR means break. Okay, sorry. Oh, okay, I entered the break tag, save, reload. Okay, ICD made easy came down. So this code is not that organized, right? So we have to organize that as well. So we'll organize that later. So for now, I have one more what attribute for you to explain. So there are three basic attributes, right? So what is the next attribute that we have? Font face, right? Yes. Yeah, font face. So what is the font face that we'll give? So we have lots of font faces. So under font face, mostly in HTML, the font faces are you may not know this. We call it, so there are font faces like Arial narrow. So this is a font face. So this is a font face. So I'll write everything in simple. Arial narrow. This is a font face. So next what you have is fantasy. This is a font face. So cursive, yes, right? Cursive. This is a font face. So here also it must be yes, I guess. Fantasy. Cursive. Okay. Next is monospace. Monospace. So these are examples for font face. So what am I going to do is I'm going to show you every font face. So how can I do that? I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to paste it again and again. So we have four font faces. There are more font faces. Huh? So I'm going to cut this. So I'm good with copy pasting work. Huh? Paste. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to paste this here. I'm going to cut this. Paste this here. Cut. I'm going to paste this. So for us to see this easily, so for us to see this neatly, what we need is a break tag everywhere. So I'm going to put a break tag everywhere. So we'll put a break tag here. Okay, fine. So I guess that's it, right? So I'm going to save it. I'm going to reload it. Okay. I missed a break tag here. Now it must be okay. Yeah. Okay. What did you see? What did you see? You saw ICT made easy written in what? Written in what? Lots of font. So everything was in gold, right? So we'll make change the colors as well. So I'll use your suggestions for colors. So what are the colors you know? What are the colors you know? Yeah, the basic colors, huh? So there's nothing fishy with colors. So some basic colors that you know. Just tell me some basic colors that you know. Okay, blue, orange. Okay. So we'll go with blue, orange. So we have orange as well. Right? Here we'll go with our orange. So color orange. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to reload this. Okay. You saw blue and orange, right? So you saw blue and orange. So what I am going to use now is, so it is gold here, right? So instead of gold, according to my knowledge, so I use lots of designing. As I remember, this must be the hex for orange. Sorry, gold. FDD, uh, FFD 1000. This must be the hex, as I remember. Or it will have a small difference. Ah no, FFD is red. It must be FDD then. Let me save and read. No, there are some, okay, something closer to this. So FDD 1000 is what? Hex for red. So what is hex? So should I explain it to you now or do you know that? Who knows the hex? So what did I write now? So you must be confused, right? So what is hex? Hex stands for what? Yeah, I'll explain that. Yeah, I need to explain that. If you know that, you can tell me. You know that. If you have idea, just drop me a message. You. If you have no idea, just drop me a message N. So I need your response before explaining. So one student told me to explain. So what about others? No, right? Yeah, you have no idea. So this is regarding, so my class students who followed the theory class in grade 10 should know this. Why? Because we learn this in what? Number systems. So this is in hexadecimal. We have, what does this F stands for? F stands for 15. What does D stands for? D stands for 13. So FDD1000 is what? 15, 13, 13, 1000. These are codes. These are universally accepted codes. So in Unicode, you have learned, right? Under Unicode, you can give what? Colors as well. So there are colors in code. There are code words for colors. So FDD 1000 is code word for red. So likewise, there are lots and lots of what? Lots and lots of examples for code. So if I change one number, the color will change. I can make sure that. So maybe 6, 7. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to reload. The color change, right? Can you see the last one? The last ICT made easy. It changed. If I remove the F and if I put an A, so it should be in capital. I'm going to save that. I'm going to reload. Did you see that? It becomes a darker one. So instead of the D, if I put an F, if I save that and reload, see what happens. There was a small change, I guess. So instead of 67, I'll use 50. Save, reload. Okay, it changed. Likewise, there was lots of change. So what is this? So there's nothing to bother about this. This is not in your O levels, but I have included this is because what? Because what? This is how they really use in real life. When you do what? Web designing in your really. So in what? In the field, in the ICT field, in your academic life. So if you use this, if you use web designing, if you do web designing, you use what? Hexadecimal codes for colors. So now, so this is a website I already have created. So this is the code and this is the website. So can you see how beautiful I have used the color combinations? Can you see? So I'll copy this and show you. So I'll paste this. Okay. So I'm going to save this. First of all, I'm going to save this. I'm going to reload this. So this is okay. I will have a BR tags. We'll have some BR tags. Save, reload. So I entered BR in capital. There was no difference, right? You saw that, right? But usually we use simple. So keep that in mind. So what have I done? What have I done? So I'll paste this several times. So we'll have some enough space. Okay. So what do you see here? What do you see here? So what have I done? What I have done is so I use the what? What is this? What have I highlighted? Font. Everywhere what I have highlighted is the font. Font is the element. Font is the element. So what is the attribute? Color is the attribute. So font, color, size, everything comes under a tag. Did you understand that? So font is the element, color is the attribute. So color is the attribute, size is another attribute, and this is the whole thing is the tag. So with this, what I have done is I have used what? I have used every size is 20. Everything size is going to be 20. But the hexadecimal codes I have used is this one is red. This one is what? Orange. This is yellow. The next one is blue, a dark blue, a darker blue. So what is this? Hot colors to cold colors. You know what hot colors and cold colors are, right? I guess you know. If you do art, at least for grade 6 also you'll learn hot colors, cold colors. So hot colors means red, yellow, blue, red, yellow, orange. They are hot colors. So blue, green, I guess they are what? Cold colors. So I have made a transition from hot to cold colors. So did you understand? So without using these hexadecimal, what can I use? I can use what? Red. Simply red. So next what? Next what? Orange. So next what? Yellow. Okay. Next what? Next blue. So when it comes to blue, you have a problem. So blue means everything's blue, right? Here, but here it's what? The shade is different. First one is a lighter blue, dark, dark. So instead of that, we'll go with like this, white, white, so white. So next one. So we'll go with aqua. Aqua is also a blue. So we'll go with blue. So we'll save this and reload. Save, reload. Now what happened? The white one just disappeared. Why? Because the background is white. So white one disappeared. Can you see the white one there? Okay, there's something like white. Did you see? So this is a transition. But the one that was before was more beautiful than this, right? Why is that? Because that was made with perfect hexadecimal codes. That's why we use hexadecimal. So now, so now, did you understand the concept of what? Font, elements, and tags. Did you understand the concept of font, element, and tag? That's what I want now, until now. So after that, I explain this clearly. So we did this practically now. So next part, what we are going to do is one of the most important and final theory part. Now what we are going to do is the final theory part. That it will be like full and full what? I'll give you a break after explaining this theory part. So after that, it will be full and full what? Practical. So like what we did now. So for now, what we did was basic practical. There are more advanced things. You can create what? Tables. You can insert images. So these comes under this. So now what we are going to do is we are going to learn the structure. So it's better to change the color, right? Maybe you like gold. I like the color yellow, but I don't like structure. Structure. Okay. So this is what we are going to learn now. The structure of what? Structure of HTML. First of all, what I am going to do is I'm going to draw here. If I draw like this, you laugh. Okay, this is so what I can draw. I can't draw better than this. So okay, fine. We'll put some eyes like. Okay, fine, fine. So we'll erase that. Okay. Now we'll come back to. Okay, we'll make it. That's it. Okay, fine. Small loss. Fine. Everything's fine. So this is what I can do with drawing. Okay. So if you see me really drawing, I can draw well, but not that great. So my handwriting is also ugly. You have noticed that. So in HTML, we are going to compare this to what? HTML. In just like in a man, head is there in HTML. What is this? This is the part we call the head. So we'll separate it into pieces. Needs to go up, right? Fine. Head. So we'll drag this head. So this part, the top part is called the head, and the bottom part is called the body. Under the head, what you have? You have the brain. So the brain we can simply call as a title. We call it the what? Title. That is the title tag we have within the brain. Under the body, you have what? You have hands, you have legs, you have your kidney inside, you have stomach, you have lots of stuff, right? So I'm not going to write them one by one. So they are like the font tag, the BR tag, the paragraph tags, the table tag, the IMG tag, the hyperlinks. So these are the things that you learn. So first and foremost, what is So did you understand the concept? So that is what you write. The head is where you have the title. The body is where you have the what? The other few things. So that's the simple concept. That's nothing hard. That's why I didn't explain that as well. So there's one more thing on top of the head. There's one more thing on top of the head. What is it? On top of the head, you have one more thing. That is what you call as HTML. So when it comes to here it is HTML. Here, what is this? Example, Shabir. So if I am Shabir, it's like this is HTML. Yeah, there's an intelligent student in our class. I said. So I said you, what did I say? I said there's something top of your head, on top of your head. So Anna. So I got a response here. So that's true as well. On top of your head, you have some hair, right? I forgot. Okay, fine. So we'll come to the concept. So we'll come to the concept. Jokes apart. Now we are coming to the true concept. So I really like those jokes. So within the class, that's good to have some distraction. So, however, if this is me, this is HTML. If this is my head, this is HTML set. What is HTML set? Same head. It is also called as head. This is called the title. We have the title as well. So if this is my body, this is HTML's body. But the font, the BR, the paragraph, the image, those are HTML's body. So did you get that? Did you get that? So with this, so as I call this HTML, there are few versions of HTML. There are few versions. So when you comes to Python, so for example, this is something not in a syllabus, Python. So nowadays what we use is called as Python 5 point something. That's what we use, 5.0. So there were older versions as well. Have you ever played Minecraft? If you have not played Minecraft, at least you know Minecraft. You guys have idea, I guess, about Minecraft. Minecraft is a survival game. So everything is in pixels. Like yeah, everywhere you are full of squares. So that's an interesting game to play. That's a survival game. In Minecraft as well. So with the increase of the technology, so you can increase what? You can increase what? The game. You can increase the what? Technology. With the increase of the technology, you can update the game. So the first version may be like 1.0. Now it's like 192 point something, 8.6 point something. This is the latest version of Minecraft. So I play Minecraft usually. So I like that game. So this is the what? This is the now the version is 192 point something. So example, one more example, iOS. You know iOS, right? iOS is so just like Windows, Android, iOS is the Apple OS, the Apple OS, Apple OS. So these are real life facts. So the earlier versions were like 16.8, there was 16.9. So in the beginning, so when I was in grade 6 or something, so my parents had an iPhone 5, 5S. That was the latest iPhone in that time. Okay, when I was in grade 5, 5 or something, iPhone 5S, or no, I guess 6S, iPhone 6S. So 6S is the one with the camera, the power button on top. So if it is a phone, the power button was here. It was a power button on the top. So with a single camera, because it had a dot here. And in that time, that was the best phone. So now 16 Pro Max is the latest one, right? So 6S, in 6S, the iOS was what? 4 point something, 4.0. Now in iPhone 8 Plus, 8 Plus, it is 16.7. So in XS, so these are iPhone versions, XS. This is the iPhone versions. So in iPhone 16, what? In iPhone 16 Pro Max, 16 Pro Max, you have 18 point something. You have 18.1 or something, 18.2 or something. So that's the latest version. So likewise, in HTML as well. So we'll come to the real point. In HTML as well, there are versions. What's the latest version that we are using? We are using HTML5. What are we using? So their first one was like HTML. There was HTML4. What we are using is called as HTML5. So another name is what? Doc type HTML. Did you see this here? Did you notice the doc type HTML on the top? Now let me open the code. So this is what I make sure you don't use the annotation option. So, or else I can erase that. I can make. I can wait. Let me stop you guys. Again, give me a second. Okay. So you can't annotate anymore. So use yes. Yes. Okay, fine. So okay. Now you can't annotate anymore. So okay, fine. So that's it. In the if you want to see the code of this page, so this is a web page, right? If you want to see the code, what is the shortcut I told you? If you can remember, tell me. I told you a shortcut to see the code last class. I guess you would have forgot that. So I just told it once. I'll use that. CTRL-U. If you enter CTRL-U, what you see is the code of the page. Did you see the code? Can you see the top part is doc type HTML. So what does doc type HTML suggest? HTML5. So next we start with HTML head. So this is the code, right? Can you see? Remember lots of BR. This is the code. So now, did you understand the what? Structure of HTML as well. So all theory parts are complete. Now we are going to straight practical. So did you understand the structure part as well? If you understood, drop me a message. You understood, drop me a message. I need everyone's response. Huh? Just be attentive. That's better, right? However, you are going to waste your 2 hours looking at my class. Not waste. You are going to use your time to look what's this. So being attentive is better. Okay. Understand. Can you please say the code again? I didn't understand. What's the code? Can you please say the code again? Code for what? You mean the shortcut? CTRL-U. I guess it's a shortcut. So if you want, if you are in a web page, let me show you. So this was the website, right? This is the website, right? Now in my keyboard, yes, the shortcut. Yeah. If I enter CTRL and U together, so I get the what? I get the code CTRL-U. This is a code. So this is one of my websites I already made. Wait, where is it? See this one. This is a huge website. So in this website, if I enter CTRL-U, you will see a huge code. Can you see? There's a huge code. That's it. So within today, we'll do at least half of this huge code. So within the next hour is going to be the crucial hour. Next hour is going to be the most important hour. So we'll have a small break and come back. Wait, don't go. So before having the break, I just want to share you what just just something motivational I saw in these recent days while reading online what online document, not a document, it was like a magazine. So in that, it was about a what? It was about a what? It was about a pencil. So I was waiting to share this with you. At the moment I read that, I was like assuming I need to share this with you guys as well. So it was a lesson regarding the what? Pencil. So it started like this. So a pencil maker once told to the pencil, what did he say? He said 5 lessons, 5 or 4, yeah, 5 lessons. So the first lesson was you will do greater things, but you will have to allow what? Yourself to be guided. You will do greater things in life, but you will have to allow others to guide you. So that's something. So the first of all, just compare just imagine that you are the pencil. Just imagine that you are the pencil. So if you can do greater things, that's true. You can do greater things in life. Maybe not now, maybe in the future, but you should allow others to guide you, just like the pencil. So without my guidance, can this pencil even move? Is there any use of this pencil without my guidance? It's same with you, with your parents' guidance, with your teacher's guidance, with your own guidance. What? So you are not like the pencil, right? You can move, you can think, you can do lots of stuff. So keep that in mind. You can what? You can be better. Guide yourself. So what's the next thing that the pencil maker told? He told that you will experience painful sharpening. What did he say? You will experience painful sharpening, but it will make you better. But it will make you better. So without having a sharpened pens, a pencil, will you use that if the pencil has no tip to write? So if it is not that sharp, you don't use that, right? You will experience the pain now. So nowadays, not now, when you come to the last 6 months of your level, it will be like a hazard. Yeah, studies will be like a hazard for you. So it will be painful, but but it will make you better. Keep that in your mind. It will make you better. The next thing is you can make mistakes. This is the third thing. You can make mistakes, just like a pencil. Use the eraser to erase them. You can erase them, you can correct them. So mistakes are common. No one is perfect, right? Okay, there's no one who's perfect, who's lived in this earth. So no one we can explain as perfect. So there's no example for perfection, right? Just tell me a name of a living being who's perfect. Nowadays, huh? Maybe in the past there were some people. So nowadays, tell me someone perfect. No, no one. So everyone has their own flaws. So that's common. So yeah, mistakes can be always be corrected. Keep that in your mind. Making mistakes doesn't matter. Correcting them matters. So next one is the thing. What the pencil maker told was what matters inside you. What truly matters is what's inside you. What truly matters about you is what's inside you. It's same regard with you. So just think of you. What truly matters is what's inside you, not the food you consume. Huh? So don't misunderstand. Your values, your morals, your what beliefs. That's what matters. Yeah, yeah. If you are kind-hearted, God will make everything. So that I don't need to be that spiritual. So what what's inside you is what matters. You know that. I don't need to explain that. And the last thing, what the pencil maker said was, leave your mark wherever you go, just like the pencil. Make sure to leave a mark. That's what I have to say as well. At the end of this 11-year journey, make sure to leave a mark. What's the mark that you're going to leave? Your result. So embrace challenges. So value your inner qualities and strive to make what positive impacts. So that's what I have to say. So I guess you understood what I say all this time. So So we'll have a short break and we'll come back. So that's it. So we'll have a maybe 5 minute break and we'll come back. So make sure to come back at time. So that's it. So, okay, fine. So let's get back to work. So before starting the class work, just I need to make sure that everyone can see me and hear me clearly. If you can see me and hear me clearly, raise your hands. Okay. Okay. You can put down your hands. So now what you have to do is, I need everyone to raise your hands. Don't raise your hands physically. I can't see you. So raise your hands through Zoom. I need everyone to do that. Every single one of you. There are, I guess, 4 or 5 more. Okay, fine. So you can put them down. So before starting, I have to tell you something really important. So I told you a small story. So that was a very small, inspirational short story. So I guess you learned a lesson through that. So now your primary focus should be on your what O levels, right? So when you come to grade 11, you learn things new. You learn something new every year. You learn something new, right? So in grade 11, your O levels is going to be a really good experience. So that's the first exam you are going to face. I mean the first proper exam, a standard exam. So it will be a good experience. So for that you should be prepared, right? So every single word I tell you after this is directly what related to your O level exam. So not related to your O level exam, that's going to come on your O level exam regarding HTML. So now we are going to step on to the most important part. We are going to do the practicals. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a new, not the new one. So we'll take whatever we already used, right? What we already used, this one, this page. So my first website. So this is what we already used, right? So you know how to, so we'll remove everything, whatever we have done. So we'll start from the beginning. So, okay, remove this, saved. So give me a second. So I'm going to save this and I'm going to reload this. Okay, everything's new. So what is the only thing? What is the only thing? What is the only thing that we have used? What is the only thing? We have only saved that. Under file, save as, you have to save this. And again under file, save as index.html. You have to save it as what? Index.html. Then only you can open a website of that. I have already teach that to you. That's nothing harder. So first thing that we are going to do is we are going to type HTML and I'm going to enter time. So I got the what? I got the what? I got the format. So this meta part is not necessary for you. That's not in your syllabus as well. So this is the format. So as you guys mostly use what? You guys mostly use what? You guys mostly use Notepad for this purpose. You use Notepad. You don't use Sublime, right? You use Notepad. So if you use Notepad, it is mandatory for you to physically type this down. So first thing in your practical exam, most probably in schools they have practical exam. The first thing that you are going to do in real life as well, if for in real life you will most probably you will use what you will use this you will use uh, uh, what text editors like Sublime or something, Coffee Cup. Those are the text editors. So if you are using Notepad, just type this thing down. Make sure to have the doc type in capital. So that's also what that's also something we use. So that's not a rule, that's a regulation. So under first of all you have to write doc type HTML. So I'll remove this thing and I'll write it for myself. Okay. So it's easy. So first code is going to be what? Doc type HTML. What is the second code? HTML. Okay. That's the second code. When I hit HTML, this automatically generates this. However, what can I do? What can I do? So, okay, it automatically generates. So if you see that, you can type that, right? First of all, you type HTML, HTML. This is the first code, HTML, HTML. Oh, wait. So within HTML, what you type? Head and the body. And within the head, you have the title. Do you understand that? So if you want, I can show that in the whiteboard really fast. So this is how it works. Huh? So give me a second. So this is how it really works. So first thing that you have is what? First thing you have is HTML. So doc type is something. Doc type HTML. Doc type HTML is here. Next is HTML open, and you have HTML closed, but you have closed HTML. So I wrote uh, this little uglier, so it doesn't matter. So next you start is the head, and you have to have the title within the head. So I guess I need to put this a bit bit. So you open head, and within the head what you have? Title, and you have to close title. So close title. Now you have to close head. You have to close that, right? So you put a slash mark. So next you have to what? Close HTML. No, wrong. Next thing you have to open body. And next you have to close the body. So at last you close HTML. So do you close doctype.html? No. Note that you don't close doctype.html. Uh, that's all. That's all with the what? That's all regarding the what? Structure of HTML. So I guess you know how to write that. So I don't need to explain that anymore. So that's something simple. Huh? Don't need to make it something harder to you. That's some basic stuff. Huh? That's it. Okay. So now we'll come to the code back again. So we have a new page. So this is the background. So if I start to type everything, it will take some time. So however, we'll name our what? Our title, name our website like ICT made easy. So we'll make a website for our class. What easy. So this is our website title. So next thing is, so that's it with the title. So if I save this, so what do you see now? So I'm going to close, I'm going to take this out. So then it's better. So what can you see on the top? Index.html, right? You can see index.html on the top. Now if I save this and reload again, why? I changed the title to ICT made easy. If I reload this, now it changed to ICT made easy. Did you understand how to change the title? I need everyone to respond with a U. Then only I can go forward again faster. So in a good speed, we can continue. So I need everyone's response. Now, if you understood how to change the title, drop me a message. You okay? I need at least 3 or 4, maybe at least. So I got 2. Just now I got 2. Okay, 3. Can you tell again? Okay, that's also good. Okay, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to remove. So what we have done is we have what we have done. We have done is we have written the title. Okay. So what do you have now on the top? If you save this as index.html and open the file, you will see this website. Did you see that? Can you see? On the website, it is already saved as what? The saved file name is there. Index.html is there. So if you want to change the title, for example, if you go to Facebook, now I'm going to open Facebook. So in Facebook, in reality, first its file name is saved as index.html. But what is the what? What can you see here? Facebook login or sign. That's the title, right? Likewise, instead of index.html, what am I going to change it? I'm going to change it as ICT made easy. Did you understand? I just saved that. Okay, right? I'm going to save that. Now, if I reload the page, it will change to ICT made easy. So now you will have a doubt. In the Facebook, you have a circle F. So there's an image of F, right? So my one has a globe. Can't I change that image? You can do that as well. So if you learn further, you can do that. That's an easy part also. So I don't want to waste time teaching you how. So that's also easy to put an image up there. So that part also comes within the head. That's also comes within the head. That's using CSS. So okay. So now I guess you understood. So did you understood, Apia? I won't. She said to explain again, right? Okay. Okay. Fine. So now, next we are going to the body. Under body, the first thing we are going to learn. So now what we are learning is, we are learning what? We are learning new tags. So first of all, we are going to learn something like this. So what is this? So you'll have a doubt first of all. So this is what we call as what? We call this a command line. So this is something invisible. So what are we going to learn now? Header text, right? So that's what we are going to learn. So this is only for my reference. Now within the body, I entered the text called header text, right? If I save this and reload, it will not appear. Why? This is invisible. This is invisible in the code. Okay, it is also like a tag. Tags are invisible in the code, right? So next one, I'm going to enter. So as I'm going to learn header codes, I just put a command. Why do we use this? I'll tell you later. So first of all, what are header codes? So this is the first header code, H1. Sorry, H1. So if I close this and enter, sorry, H1 is the first header code. Okay, H1. This is the first header code. So what is a header code? Header means heading. So in a paragraph, you have a heading, right? What is heading is a bit larger, right? So while writing something in paragraph, the heading is larger. Next, the passage is a bit smaller. You write it like that. So even in my, I can remember in my O-level science book, my topic will be, if it's a lesson topic, it will be like around 3 to 4 lines. Lesson topic, just think of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis will be 4 lines. So next part, the subtopic under photosynthesis, it will be like 2 lines. Next part will be like it comes to the normal 1 line word. So it becomes like that. Okay, so so that's usually how we use headers. So within header itself, header also we'll use the text ICT made is. So I'll copy this CTRL-C, CTRL-V, paste. So this is header 1. We'll save this and reload. Now can you see it is larger in size. So next what we have is header 2. That is called as H2. Can you see? Under head 1, head 2, head 3, you have until head 6, right? Now I'm going to enter what? Head 2. Enter. Now within that also I'm going to paste ICT made easy. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put what? H3. So what am I going to do? H3. Enter. Then I'm going to paste that. Next it's going to be what? H4 until H6. So as I have done this already, so I'll copy from that. Or else it will take time. Same stuff. That's why I use a already made version. So same thing. Just it takes some time to write, right? I don't want to waste your time as well. Okay. So did you understand how to write this stuff? H1 to H6. Those are headers. So now I'm going to save that. I'm going to reload. Now what did you note? What did you note? H1 is the largest header tag while H6 is the smallest one. Did you understand till now? That's all. These are designing work, right? These are designing work. So H1 is the largest heading. H2 is smaller than that. H3 is smaller. So generally, if I type ICT made easy without a heading, I'm going to paste that. Oh, sorry, wait. Wait, I made a mistake. So I'm going to paste only the text ICT made easy. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that. So if I save that and reload, you will not what? The headers is bold already. Can you see? Maybe H6 header is smaller than what? The normal font. But what's the difference? It is bold in inbuilt. Can you see? So this is like Calibri body and this is Calibri heading. In Word, it's like that. So did you note that? So did you understand headers? All the headers, 1 to 6. If you understood, drop me a message. You. Without you understanding, I can't continue my work. So did you understand? Okay, fine. So I got 2 responses. I need more responses next time. Okay, 4, 5. Okay, good. So okay, that's all with header tags. Next, what we are going to learn is font tag. We already learned that, but however, I'll explain that again. What are we going to learn? Font tags. So shall we learn font tags one by one? So what is the font tag? Basically, this font and this. This is the font tag. Whatever you enter is saved here. So maybe example ICT made is sorry. So I copied the font tag. Maybe paste it few times. So I'll copy ICT made easy. Copy. You want, I can paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. Save this, reload this. So I saw ICT made easy in this like this. So what did you notice? What did you notice? So as this is a designing software, as this is a designing code. So what the thing is, it is like spoon feeding. What is it like? It's like spoon feeding. So if I tell you A for apple, so obviously in this age, B for ball, C for cat. So likewise, it's like you already know them, right? So when I start teaching to HTML, H is like I need to explain. Do I need to explain? H is the this kind of it is a letter from the English alphabet. So do I need to explain like that? No, I don't need. But to HTML, you have to do like that. You have to explain everything step by step. So for that, if you want a break, if you want it to go to the next line. So what I obviously expected was as I entered this one, next line, next line, next line. So I didn't enter everything in one line, right? So if I wanted, I could have done it like this, for everything in one line. So if I wanted, I could have done like this. Why did I go to the next line? Because I wanted it to go to the next line, but it didn't go. So what should I do? What should I do? I want to enter BR tag. BR tag. So it's better to enter them in simple. So that's it. Now I entered BR tag. So I'm going to copy this down. I'm going to paste this everywhere. Save this, reload this. Now it will come to the next line. So, okay, with the font, you can do some pretty interesting stuff. So as I showed you already, so I'll use, so font, first one is font color. Color is what? Gold. No, not gold. We'll go with a new color. So maybe what? Uh, so silver is not there, I guess. So you will have a doubt, right? Silver, I guess it's not there. So let's save and reload this. Silver is there. Yeah, silver is there. Okay, silver. Okay, color is silver. Next one, what will we do? We'll go with what? Face. Font face, we'll go with mono space. Mono space. Save that. Reload. Okay, it became mono space 4. So better than it, we'll go with cursive. Then we can see a notable change. Yes, cursive spelling is correct. Okay, cursive done. So next, with the font, what can we do? So we'll have size. So we'll change it to what? So we'll change it to 20. So save it, reload, it will become large. So 20 is too big, we'll make it 10 maybe. 10. Give me a second. Okay, that's it. So next font tag, what can we do? Face, size, color, title. Font title. We can give a title. So this is unnecessary. So this is too much, going too much. So that's enough. So we'll learn only the needed part, right? We'll going too much is also unnecessary. So this is what you can do with what? Font tags. So we did few stuff. So next what we are going to learn is, next what we are going, did you understand the font tags? What you can do is, what you can do with font tags? So if I want you, I can show you one by one, but this is enough, right? Is it enough or you want few more? So did you understand? Did you understand? I need everyone response. Just drop me whether you understood font tags, the whole part that I explained. Okay, I got just 2 responses. 3, 4, 5. Okay, fine. Yeah, yes, understood. Yeah, done. Happy. So if you are what? If you are uh, listening carefully and responding to what I say, then it's interesting for me to teach as well. So why did I paste that and save that? So I save this and reload. So it will be open. So okay. So these are the things that we learned in font tag. So what did we learn? So this has in this website what I have done. I have what? Introduced everything step by step. So I'll remove this font text heading. So I'll show you what I have done. So instead of using colors in what? So instead of using red, orange, yellow, I use the hexadecimal code. Everything size is 20. This one you're already familiar. I left some space, which is BR. Next, under font color, what did I use? I changed the size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you see the size has changed? Okay. That also we did. Okay, color is also fine. So space is also, color is fine, space is fine. Next is style. Font face. Font face, here this is Arial, here Fantasy, Hervitka, Cursive, Sans Serif, Monospace. Those are the font styles. So save, reload. So that's what you have. So did you understand this? So why did I copy it from the website? Then it is easy for us to see what we have learned. It is organized in the website that I have made already. Did you understand? So I have organized everything step by step. So next what we are going to learn is what? We are going to learn, wait, I forgot this. Okay, now it's one extra. Okay, so we are going to learn font formatting. Thanks. So what are the font formatting tags? So basically, the B tag. What is the B tag? What is the I tag? You will guess for yourselves, I guess. And what is the U tag? Just guess for yourselves and tell me what is the B tag. What are these tags? Give me a second. Yeah, what are those? Yeah, just drop me a message if you know. I got one response. Yeah, correct. B for bold. Yeah. B is for bold. I is for italic. U is for underlined. Correct. Yeah, correct. So we have to paste this one by one. Paste, paste, paste. So shall we see the rest output? I saved this and reload. So what did I make? What the mistake I made? I didn't leave space. I didn't use the BR tag. So I'm going to copy this. When working with HTML, the main skill you have to master is the skill of copy pasting. If you are good with copy pasting, you are good with HTML. Why? If you in schools and all, what makes HTML tough is the time span they give you. They give you very low time. They give you what? Very low time to do a big assignment. So in our school, it was like that. So what you have to do is, if you are good with copy pasting, it's easy for you. Instead of typing ICT made easy everywhere, I just copy and paste everything. That's easier. Okay. So make it a practice to copy pasting. So that's easy. Instead of typing BR again and again, just BR, copy paste. Even in my schooling time, I can remember even in the first tag. So body you have to write two times, right? Opening and closing tag. So I copy body two times and I only put this mark to the closing tag. That's what I do. So you should keep that in mind. You should be good with copy pasting. So I'll leave some space in the center as well. So we'll leave some space. So one is enough, right? We'll put a BR here, another BR. That's enough. Reload. Okay. So I got a response. Can you please, can you know please from where? Can I know please from where you copy those? Can you please know from where did you copy those? So I didn't copy these from anywhere. So this website, I guess you're asking. So this was 100% made by me. So this website was made by me, not this one. So I'll show the output of that as well if you want. So this is the output. There's the output. So this is the output. So this website was made by me. So you can see right everywhere. It's like ICT made easy everywhere. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you click that, it will go to my YouTube channel. Then from those you copy. Yeah, that's where I copied. So I made this to teach. This was made for teaching purpose. So then it is easy for me to make it faster. Yeah, teaching process faster. So that's why I use this. or else I can take some time and write that separately one by one. So for making the class interesting, so if I start typing, you'll feel like fed up, right? So it will be boring for you to listen while watch me typing. That's why I use that already made website. Can you see the example.html? So that's this code is full and full made by me. This is a if I show you the full thing, so if I full screen you can see. Wait, I'll make it small. Can you see? This is a code. This is the whole code. This is made by myself. This is where I copy the stuff. Huh? That's it. So there are some few more to learn. So so I copied them after teaching. Huh? So I don't copy the whole stuff and just do the class. I copy only the unimportant parts. So next parts are the important parts. These are basic parts, right? You can understand them. You can do these basic parts. These are pretty basic. So next is you already know that we use the what line break tag. So I'm going to copy this. So everywhere what I do is I paste this. Huh? So I got a message. Just give yeah, thank you for the response. Yeah, very good. So next is what? Line break. Line break tag. So what is the line break tag? That's what we used over this time. BR. What? BR. That's the line break tag. That's it. So if I want, I can enter another BR. Okay. That's the line break tag. I guess there are students with connection issues, so they can request the recordings. Huh? Because I see lots of students joining again and again. So next tag we are going to learn is the what? I'll copy and paste this. So the center tag. What am I going to teach you now? The center tag. Center tag is also an important tag. So in this what we will learn. So right, give me the number. So I am that kind of guy. If I see something odd, I am not good with it. Okay, center tag. Center tag is what? It has an open and we write center. We write the whole thing center. It should be in simple. Okay, center. Open and center closed. Within center, you can have your text that you need to have in the center. So I am to copy this and I'm going to what? Paste this. So I'm going to save this and reload. Save this, reload. Now can you see this in the center? Can you see this in the center? Now you can see that ICT made easy and this is not in the same line. Why? Why is that it's not in the same line? Because I use some line breaks here or else it will be in the same line. Do you understand? So now what I want is I need to clarify whether you understood whatever I taught you until now. I need your response. I need everyone's response. I need to clarify because so you'll be fed up like why am I asking the same question again and again whether you understood or not, because as this is an online class I can't see your facial expressions, I can't see yeah whether you can I can't feel while looking at you I can judge whether you understood it or not. So you should say me whether you understood it or not, because without teaching, if you didn't understand, if I start teaching it doesn't matter, right? So I just got one response, everyone make sure to respond. I just need a capital or simple U. That's just a single letter is what I want. If you understood, just a U. So I got one response. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Others also. Okay, fine. So shall we continue? So can you now do you feel that HTML is easy? Do you feel the thing? HTML is easy. You can do that. I can get marks. You feel that, right? Yeah, you feel that if you learn it in the proper way. That's what I say. So what is the next tag I use? I, yeah, true. So HR. This is also like the line break tag. So I don't know the proper definition for this. BR means break. HR HR means I don't know what that is. So I'll save this and I'll reload this. This is the output you get. Can you see a line? The bottom. Maybe you can't see that. Wait, I'll just use some line break tag. Then you'll see. Can you see that? A small line is going. You can see that, right? There's a small line going. Can you see that? Just drop me a message. Someone. No. Okay, I'll show them. So, okay, we leave that HR aside. So, okay, yes, you can see. Wait, I'll paste this HR on the top if you want. Copy this. So we'll paste it on the top if you want. So we'll paste it here. Save, reload. Can you see H going under here? Can you see a line? Here, can you see this line? Under the ICT. That came from what? This HR tag. That came from this HR tag. Okay. So that's HR is for to divide the line in one, divide the page in one line. That's it. That's it regarding HR. So, okay, that's it. So while learning this font formatting tags, there's one more font formatting tag. We call this mark you. What is that mark you? We learned that at the last class. So there's a format I have already used. So I'll teach that you later. So we'll come to the next one. So we are going to learn what? Paragraphs now. How to divide paragraph. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to what? Paste this. So paragraph. Paragraph tag. Okay. So it will take some time for me to type paragraphs, right? Obviously that happens. So I already have a paragraph that is typed. So I'll take that. So I'll show that. I'll copy the whole code. I'll explain you in detail. Okay. So don't trouble. So copy and paste. So I'll explain everything in detail. So don't trouble. So okay. Paragraph tag. So I'll save this. I'll reload our website as well. So this is what you get as the output. I'll tell you what I have done. So you see the line, right? ICT made easy. This is where I have teached you the line. So after that, we are going to learn paragraph tags. Paragraph tag means just a P and a close P. So what is this? Basic HTML concepts. So is it a paragraph? No, it's not a paragraph. So why did I put that in the paragraph tag? We don't need a paragraph tag. We can put what? H1 tag is better, right? For me, I feel like not H1. So we'll use H4. We can put it in H4. Okay. So we'll put it in H4. So we'll save that and reload that. Okay. Now good. Now that is suitable. H4 is suitable than paragraph. So now next what I have done is this one is clear, right? It is bold and underlined. B and U is bold and underlined. So next line, HTML element. Under HTML, we are going to learn there are basic concepts of HTML, right? One basic concept is HTML elements. So what is, so I have a bold that. So after that, what comes is a paragraph, right? So I am using a paragraph tag. Paragraph open, paragraph closed. So can you see that as a paragraph in the website? Yeah. Can you see after HTML, did I use a line break? Did I use a line break? No. But there's a break, right? Did I use a line break? No. If I remove this paragraph tag, see what happens. Save and reload. See what happens. HTML element and paragraph comes in a one line. Can you see? Now if I enter the paragraph tag, see, close, save, reload. Can you see? What's the use of the paragraph tag? That's all with paragraph tags. Did you understand paragraph tags? Just drop me a message you if you understood paragraph tags. Okay, fine. So you may have a doubt now. What's the doubt? So basic concepts is here. So basic concept is here. So HTML element is in the next line. HTML element. This is in the next line. So this is in the next line, right? So wait, that's in the next line. So do I have I used a BR tag to break the line? No, but there's a line break here. There's a line break. What is the reason? As this is a heading and as this is bold, it knows that this is the heading and this is the subheading. That's the reason. So you don't need to confuse that. That's something basic. So next one, HTML tags. Similarly, bold. And the next part, what? Next part is in a paragraph. Can you see paragraph? Done. Done, right? That's all. Paragraph open, paragraph closed. Did you understand? Paragraph close tag was missed. Close. Save. Read. Okay. So I have to explain one more thing to you. Can you see here how many paragraphs are there? From here, this part is a different paragraph. And so, no, sorry, from here to here is a different paragraph. And from here to here, it's a different paragraph. And the last, there are three paragraphs in here. There are three paragraphs. But I have only classified it to what? One paragraph. Can you see there's no space other than one paragraph? So what should I do? We'll open and close few paragraph tags. As there's an open paragraph tag here, we'll close one here. So shall we close one here? We'll close the paragraph tag here. Okay, paragraph tag closed. So we'll space. Okay, done. So next paragraph tag should be open, right? We should open a paragraph tag again. So that paragraph tag should close where? It has closed in the right place. Okay, there's only two paragraphs, as if there are two paragraphs. Now save that, reload. Now this divided into what? Beautiful two paragraphs. So did you understand paragraph text? So I already asked that. Okay, you understood paragraph text. So similarly with HTML attributes, bold this and next within paragraph text. At the end, can you see the end going here and there? The end, can you see that? So I'll leave some space, BRs, or else you can't see that. So we'll put some BR. So give me a second. So save, reload. Okay. Can you see the end going here and there? End tag going from left to right. Oh, sorry, right to left. You can see that going there. So what's the reason for that BR tag to move? What is the reason for that BR tag to move? What's the reason? The reason is the mark Q. Can you see a mark Q? I have used MARQUEE. This is in your textbook. Huh? This is in your textbook. Mark Q. This is also a tag. This is also what? This is also a tag. So this tag is also what? This tag is also important in learning HTML. The end goes from here to here. This is also a basic tag. There's an open marquee tag, there's a closed marquee tag, and there's the end is in the center. And I have used some breaks here. So now, until now, did you understand all the things that I have teached for today? Not just today, everything. So we'll sum up the part. Is everything clear? So I need everyone's response. So, and just drop me how well you understood. Rate it from 10. So just rate it from 10. How well you understood the class. 10 out of how much? So it will be interesting for me to know as well. 10 on 10. Happy with that. So others also just drop me. I got just 2 responses. 10 out of 10. So while you guys just drop me that response, so I have to tell you one more thing. So today we have learned a few important stuff. We have learned a huge part. So after this, what we have is what? Image. After this, we have to insert an image. So that's the last part we do for today. Image, inserting an image is the last part. So next day we are going to insert lists, and next next day we are going to insert hyperlink, and we are going to learn list, and we are going to learn charts. Those are the 3 parts. So after learning these parts, we'll do the papers. So today the last part we are going to do is images, inserting images. I got one more response. I have a question that where are these? Oh, wait. I have a question that where are these? Oh, the question is not clear, I guess. Whether these all were done in Notepad. No, these are not done in Notepad. So I have to explain. I already said this. So I am using a software called what? This is a software. So this is the software. Can you see here? Sublime. This is a. So you have to move the move my video from the right corner to the other corner. Then only you can see. This is in the top right. It's in the top right. Sublime. If you want, I can move that to the center. Okay. I'll move. This is the website. So this is the software. You can install it for free. Go to Chrome, or I use Microsoft Edge. Go to Microsoft Edge, download Sublime Text. That's all. Then click the first link, go to downloads, download. That's it. And run the software, you will get this. Huh? So if you don't want this at all, you can use with HTML as well, but it is easy. You can see that it is, can you see the tags are in what? Blue and red. So blue and red is in, tags are there. Text are in what? White. And what else? What else? So everything is, see the command lines are in ash color or silver color. So likewise, it's easy. So one more thing. So I'll come to the point what I was saying. Huh? So this class is a paid class. No, sorry, this class is a free class. So this is the real fact is this is a promotion for a what? This is a promotion for a paid class. That's the truth. So next month onwards, from January, we are starting our grade 11 theory class batch. So grade 10 students of us. So there's a grade 10 batch. So they are moving to grade 11. So to add more students to that batch, so we are having this kind of workshop. So that's so from the first workshop, I guess three students joined, because first workshop I didn't do a part, a huge part. I did only a small part. You know, right? If you join the first and second, you would have noted that whether the amount of work that I have done in the first and second class, there's a huge difference. First part I did only a small work. Slowly only I teach. So in that itself, we got three new students. So there are new students as well in this class. So if you are willing to join our theory classes, grade 11 theory classes, so I'll send you a number. So I'll send it to everyone. So this is the number. So this is the number. 456 430. Make sure to drop a WhatsApp message through this number. So if you are willing to join the classes, just drop me a message now. If there's anyone who's willing to join the classes, join our paid theory classes. So we have already dropped you details. So the class fee is 1002. So I have already said that to you. So grade 10 is free. Grade 10 is free for you guys. So if you are grade 11, yeah, grade 10 is free. So there are a few more benefits. So I'm going to be teaching. So there's no doubt in that. So if you are willing to join our paid theory classes, just drop me a message now. And already if you said it last class also, there's no problem. Just drop me a message now as well for me to confirm your name with your name. So we will give you a index number in our class. You have to go join through that. So if there are any new students as well, if you are willing to join the classes, make sure to drop a message to this number. Okay. So I'll write the number on the whiteboard as well if you didn't get the message. It's better, right? Better to write the number. Okay, whiteboard is. So I'll use. So this is the number. This is the number. Wait, let me zoom. So this is the number you have to contact. So if you have any issues regarding ICT, whether you come to the class or not. So if you have any doubts with ICT, or if you have anything to ask, you can ask through this number. I will be helping you. So this is from the admin panel. So we have admin panel as well. So he will forward the message to me so I can get the message. So okay, fine. So if you are willing, you can join through this. Okay. So that's it. So now we'll learn how to what? How to insert images. So for that, there's a small thing. So we are going to insert images, right? So we'll remove few BR tags and we'll come to what? Image tag, right? Let me copy this. Okay. Copy. So text image tag. Image tag. Okay, right? So image tag. So image tag is a simple tag. So if you are going to insert a image, these are the rules. So we listen. So this is important. So if you are in this in the desktop, so just imagine. So I have a logo, right? This is our class logo. So I have showed this to you already. Maybe my screensaver is also this. My this is the logo. Maybe in the waiting room also you see this logo. I can't remember. Yes or no. This is the logo. However, this is our class logo. So if you want to insert this logo inside what? Inside what? Inside the website, there are few things you have to do. So if you open this logo, can you see the name of the logo? Logo.png. You should know your logo's name or your file name. That's the first thing you have to know. There are two more things you have to know. The first thing is you have to know the file name. The second thing is that file should be what? Not corrupted or those kind of stuff. It should be accessed. It should be accessible. So the third thing is it should be in the correct position. What's the correct question? If I so where have I saved your file? So under ICT, great. So this is my ICT class. That so I'll show this to you as well. This is my ICT class. What? And this is the folder I have sold. So I have analysis, fee payment, free workshop, grade 10, grade 11, graphics, so marking schemes, papers, pending work, recording pieces, student info database. So I have your database. The students who join, they know. I have a small questionnaire with you. So you have to give me some information. I input that the web in a database, access database. So okay. So with I have saved your work in grade 10. So under grade 10 also I have mind maps. So every lesson I have a mind map. So I'll show that to you in the theory classes. I have no enough time here. So we have tubes. So you have seen our tube. So now we are going to what? Where have I saved? Under tubes, I have saved that under HTML. So I have saved it in where? This is the file, right? This is what we have saved, index. And this is the website, right? So I should have my what? Image in this file itself. That's a rule. Give me a second. So this is a rule. You should have the image that you are going to insert within the same file. That's a rule. Okay, I'll show that to you. So I have an image, right? I have the image called logo here. So how to get this logo image inside the website? Let's see. So first thing I have to know is I have to left click this and under properties or alt enter is the shortcut. As I remember, alt enter. So if you left click this, you can go to the properties. Can you see here? Properties or alt enter. That's the shortcut. If you open properties, you will see what? You will see the file name, logo. And what's the type? .png. Can you see? Can you see .png is here? So your file name is going to be logo.png. Did you understand? The name is logo. Here it's like .png file type. Okay. So your file name is going to be logo.png. So shall we enter there? So we are going to enter image, right? So under image tag, we are going to have the image tag. What's the image tag? This is the image tag. IMG image. Okay, if I enter that, this is what you get. SRC. What is SRC? Image source. Source. That's the source. What's my source? So I'm going to make a mistake only. So let's see it affects logo.png. Okay. That's what I have to what? Enter. I have to put. So I'm going to save this and I'm going to reload this. So did I get the image? Yeah, I got the image. So what is the mistake I did? What is the mistake I did? The size. I didn't denote a specific size. Is this suitable for the website? No, this is, I can't even see the whole image. So is it suitable? No, it's not suitable. So what I have to do is, I have to set a size. The size is set through only the width. width, width. So you have to set a width. Width equal, you put a equal. I guess there was a connection issue. So was I talking alone for? Did I disconnect for a long time? So where did I stop at last? I was teaching the image tag, right? I was not noting that. Just drop me a message soon. So I'll share the screen until then. Size, right? Yeah. Then I have noted exactly where. So that is where I made the mistake, size. So I'll continue from there itself. So usually this doesn't happen. I don't know what happened. Okay. So under image tag, the mistake I made was I didn't give it a proper size. So the size is denoted in what? Width. So as I am familiar with what? HTML, so I have already worked with HTML. So I know that what? The size 250 will be suitable. So I save that, I reload this. So let's see. Now 250 is enough. So this is enough for my website. So img src logo.png with the equal 250. Now can you see this image I entered? Can you see the image I entered was a square, right? That was a square image. So I don't see the border of the image. There's no border. Why? Because the background was white color. I can't see the border. So if I want a border to the image, I can use the border attribute. So there's an attribute called border. So border attribute. So if I put a border of 10, that will be suitable. I'll save that. I'll reload. Now this is suitable, right? Now can you see? The image is a square. So did you understand the image tag perfectly? Did you understand the image tag perfectly? I want you to understand every single part of image tag. Did you understand the image tag? If you have a question, you can ask. I need everyone, huh? Every one of you. Everyone make sure to drop me a message. So I got only 2 responses. So others also drop me a message whether you understood until image tag. If not, you can drop me a message simply as capital N. That's enough. I'll explain again from the beginning. You can hear me, right? See me and hear me clearly. Okay, fine. So just drop me a message whether you understood it or not. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So I'm going to continue. So I'm going to use BR tag. Okay. So enter another BR tag. Okay. So next one. So that's it. We are going to do for today. So there are a few more things that we are going to do. So under this end, I'm going to use what? Another HR. So then it's clear, right? So after end, I'm going to use what? The HR tag to put a line. So that's enough. So save, reload. So then it's better. You get the image underlined. So in this image, I want something more. What? The image is what? I need to denote that this is my logo. So I just see a image, right? So under the image tag, what I'm going to use? I'm going to use a font tag. I'm going to use a font tag, our logo. And moreover, I want what? I want it to be in what color? Color is blue. I want it to be in blue color. I'm going to save that. I'm going to reload. Okay. So what is the mistake here? Yeah, img tag is a empty tag. True. Img tag is a empty tag. We don't need a close tag. We don't need a close tag, right? Why should we need a close tag? We are going to just enter image, right? So here can you see, if I enter font like this, what happened? The image was moved aside. So what do I need to do is, I need to what? I need to enter a BR tag. Then only it will go to the next line, right? BR. I need to enter a BR tag. Then only it will go to the next line. So I'll save that. I'll reload that. Okay, fine. So now I feel like I need to have everything in the center. So I'm going to open a center tag here. Center tag here. And the closing center tag, I'm going to cut this and I'm going to paste it at the end. So save, reload. So everything will be in the center, our logo. Okay, right? Now it feels clean. So our logo can be more larger in size. So this is my free work. So I can make it whatever I want. So maybe 10. Save reload. Okay, fine, perfect. So you'll be familiar with the sizes, everything. So now I know that size 10 will be perfect for with 250. How do I know that? Because I work with HTML frequently. So if you do that, you are good with HTML, so you will automatically come up with what? You'll also feel that. You'll feel that. So that's the perfect size. You can master that within a short time. So we have done a huge part. So can you see our website? Does it feel nice? So what's your comment on that? It feels nice, right? Okay. So did you understand whatever I taught you until now with the image tag included? Drop me a message if you understood everything regarding HTML until now. So I got one response, others also. Okay, two, three. Okay. Oh, okay, fine. So I guess everyone understood. So it's 9. Now it's the time to end the workshop. So as I promised you, I did until the what? Until the inserting image. So don't leave the class. So I want to tell you a few more things just before leaving. So as I said you, this is not a this is a free workshop, but this is done the purpose of advertisement. So this is if you like my teaching, so you can join the theory class as well. I don't want to repeat it once again. So you already know that. So you know the things. So if you understood what I taught you until now, that means you are eligible. Yeah, I am eligible to teach you. So that's the fact, right? So if you understood whatever I taught you till now, you will understand my grade 11 other lessons as well. You so one thing that I can promise is if you are focusing the whole 2 hours on what I am teaching, so I can promise you that A pass. That's what I can promise. So in my class, in my theory class of grade 10, I have covered every single part, every single part in the syllabus, and I have done the papers. I have done all necessary work. Just if you want, ask my grade 10 students. So if you want, you can drop a message to that number that I gave you. If I want, I can send that number again. So I'll send it to everyone. So can you explain? The explanation was perfect and clear. Thank you for that. So what? This is the number. So every single lesson will be done as per this. Uh, So as did this lesson, so this is how I do every single other lesson as well. So moreover, I allocate more time. Why? Why do I allocate more time? Because we have enough time, right? So that's not necessary to do this class within this short time. Within just 2 days, finish HTML within 3 days is not necessary. So we have 3 days is enough. But if in our classes we'll allocate more time, we'll explain more, we'll be more in a friendly manner. So that's it. So that's it I have to talk. So just drop your comments regarding my teaching. And if I have to improve something more, you will have, so you are the ones who learn, right? So you will feel something. So if my teaching is perfect, you can drop me that as well. If I have to improve, as I at the starting itself, I told you a story of a pencil, right? So no one's perfect. Every sharpening is what leads you to that perfection. So if you can drop your comments regarding my teaching. If I have to improve something, just include that as well. So that's it. So thank you for joining. So you can leave the class if you're okay with that. So I'll stop sharing the screen. So